Hey guys! In this tutorial, I'll show you how to clone your voice using the Descript voice cloner. I'll share my experience in using the tool as well as some of my tips, and then we'll do a demo of my voice compared to my voice clones so you can see for yourself if we never have to speak again. Let's get started. The first thing you'll want to do is sign up for a Descript account, and then we'll download the app. So I have it here. To clone your voice, you'll then hit Voices in this menu here. So I'll go ahead and click that, or not. Okay, so there we go. And then this is my voice clone that I already created, but since we're going to create a new one, I'll just show you how to do that. We'll hit Create New Voice, and then let's see. So I'll do my example voice. Okay, confirm. Great. Descript does give you some instructions, so you can follow that. They do recommend you can watch a short video to get the best, most realistic voice. But the basic steps are just adding in samples of your voice. You have to add in at least 10 minutes, but the more the better, basically. And you want to vary the type of speech, or give them as many samples as possible, speaking in your normal voice, so it can sound as natural as possible. And then once you upload or record 10 minutes or more, then you can go ahead and click that Submit Training Data. And then you'll just submit a statement saying that you're fine with them cloning your voice. And then you have to wait for it to generate. It's not automatic. It says here it'll take 2 to 24 hours. My experience was it took maybe half a day, like 12 hours for it to come back. When I only added 10 minutes of my voice, and I think there were a lot of pauses in there. Maybe like within half an hour, it told me, hey, this didn't work, so you have to do it again. So yeah, definitely make sure you add as much data or as much as possible. That'll help you get the best results. What we can do here is, if you have recordings of your voice already, you can hit Choose File, and then we'll hit, so I think this was one of my voiceovers. We'll go ahead and hit, let's see. So let's just say we want to pick this recording. You can go ahead and hit Open, and then it would add it into the file here, or into our project here. And then it's going to transcribe the video. So we'll hit Done. Otherwise, if you wanted to just record, if you don't have samples pre-made, you'll hit the Record Audio. And then you can record yourself talking. I'll show you an example. So I'm recording myself talking to my dog, and I'm just going to keep talking until I have 10 minutes of talking. Okay. So you do that. Try to be as conversational as possible again, and speak clearly and in good conditions. So not with the less background noise, the better, so it can get an accurate picture of your voice, and preferably just you speaking. Then once we're done, let's just say we completed the 10 minutes or more added here, you can hit Submit Training Data. You have to let it upload, but let me see here. I think I can insert, I have a screenshot of when you submit it finally. So basically when you hit Submit Training Data, it'll make sure that you have enough audio, and then before it lets you submit it at all, even, and then it'll come up with a little prompt you have to read off, authorizing Descript to clone your voice, and then you can submit it. So let's go back here. And when it's generating the voice, there's going to be like this little circle icon that kind of signifies that it's being generated. And then once it's ready to use, you'll have a play button like this. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I can show you an example at the end of my video here. Once you have your clone, to add the overdub in, if you add a slash, that'll allow you to start writing. We'll want to make sure we're in write mode by make sure this is in blue. And let's say we want to say Happy Friday. Oops, takes a minute to, come on. My computer's slow. So once you have your script, then we'll hit Add Speaker, and I want to use my clone. So that'll pop up there. And then to do the overdub, we'll go ahead and highlight what we want overdub, and we'll hit overdub, and then that's what we want, hit overdub. And then sometimes it takes a minute for it to generate. You'll have this little box here that shows up saying it's done, or you'll see the audio form here. So now you can see that it generated the overdub. So we can go ahead and hear what it sounds like. I'll hit play. Happy Friday. Hope you have a good weekend. I thought it sounds a little artificial. For example, if I said, "Happy Friday, hope you have a good weekend," compared to my clone, this is what it would sound like. Happy Friday, hope you have a good weekend. So I think it sounds like me, but it's maybe a little bit more robotic, but it does sound if I said, "Happy Friday, hope you have a good weekend." One thing I wanted to mention, so I have one of the upgraded plans, the Descript plans. If you clone your voice using the free trial, you can, but it's only gonna give you, like, 1,000 words that it will let you overdub. It might not some of this might come out as gibberish if it cloned your voice, so it would say, like, I hope you have a good weekend," if that makes any sense. So it won't give you the full vocabulary. But the way I use my clone, I think if I'd use even more examples and tried to make another one with a lot more recording, it would be a lot more accurate. I just didn't have enough time to do that, and I'm not trying to use it to replace my voiceovers right now. But let's say the way I use it is if I have a mistake and I don't want to re-record, then I can replace that word with my voice clone, and you can't really tell, or it's not super obvious. So let's just hear what this sentence says, and we can replace it. So I hope that gives you a good start on using the emphasis feature in Immersive AI. Please consider subscribing. So let's say if I wanted to change this good to like awesome for some reason. Don't forget you have to go ahead and click add, the plus button to add, put speaker label, and then my clone. And I'm going to correct this to say awesome. And then we'll double click or highlight it and then hit overdub and overdub. So then it's going to take a minute to generate. Well, you'll see the waveform once it's done. Okay, there it is. We can go ahead and hear what it sounds like. So I hope that gives you an awesome emphasis feature in Immersive AI. Please consider subscribing if you like content. So I don't think it's super obvious. You can hear it blends in, but that's how I like using the overdub feature. I hope that gives you a good start on your journey in using Descript voice cloning. Let me know in the comments how that goes for you, or if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you found this content helpful. Thanks, guys.